Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for being here today. My name is Reverend Burns Stanfield. I'm the pastor of Fourth Presbyterian Church in South Boston and the president of the Greater Boston Interfaith Organization. 3 weeks ago, the United States House of Representatives passed the AHCA. That stands for the American Health Care Act, though in fact, it drastically cuts our care, hammers our health, and rips the fabric of community that makes America strong. Over the last 24 hours, news outlets have been buzzing with the projected cuts in coverage this law would cause across the country. Today, our job here is to shine a light on what this law would do in particular to the people of Massachusetts. We also want to be sure to acknowledge and thank Governor Baker, for we know that he is working hard at a national level to protect coverage here in Massachusetts. Thank you, Governor Baker. During these days, all of us, leaders in the State House, leaders in Washington, citizens across the land, all need to be vigilant in protecting our health care coverage. Because, friends, coverage matters. Medicaid matters. Mass health matters. There are people in my South Boston church who most likely would not be alive today were it not for the expansion of health coverage secured by good and decent political leaders in this building 11 years ago. But now that coverage, along with our care, our health, our communities are all threatened by the legislation passed 3 weeks ago. According to data from the Urban Institute released just 2 days ago, 445,000 Massachusetts residents could lose coverage if the bill becomes law. 5 years from now, 1 in 10 of our residents could be uninsured, undoing the good work we accomplished 11 years ago, undoing the good work that has saved lives in my congregation. These are startling numbers, and behind them are the startling stories of people whose care is threatened by this legislation. We now take time to hear some of those stories.
Good morning. My name is Edna Pruce. I'm 84 years young, and I speak to you not just as a member of the Massachusetts Senior Action Council, but as both a mother and a grandmother, deeply concerned about the future of our health care. Most seniors live on a very limited fixed income, and more than 130,000 rely on mass health. The federal proposals to cut Medicaid will mean a literal death sentence for thousands across the state. While we know many are living in fear, I'm going to share one story of a target of these drastic cuts. Carrie Heyman, 84 years old by Pierre, lives on $549 a month. Carrie has several medical conditions, including diabetes, heart failure, and asthma. Without mass health, the inhaler Carrie requires is $200 per month and is unaffordable. That inhaler, provided by mass health, is the difference between Carrie breathing and Carrie dying. We thank you, Governor Baker, for speaking out against those cuts and standing up for Carrie and others whose lives depend on mass health.
Good morning, my name is Dan Harris. I'm the Youth Transition Advocate with the Boston Center for Independent Living. Mass health is important to me because it provides me with my power wheelchair, which enables me to move around the community independently, both socially and for work. The federal legislation would impact my ability to move around the community independently. It would also affect my ability to work with my consumers, who are also on Mass Health. So thank you, Governor Baker, for protecting our care.
The threat to Massachusetts is real. You have heard the stories, you've heard the numbers, and you've also heard our gratitude to Governor Baker for addressing that and fighting that at the national level. And we have stories and we have thank yous to representatives from Governor Baker's office. So if you would give them a round of applause and
Yes, thank you so much.
Maybe you go around.